I only had 8 days to build this table. One massive slab full of holes, cracks, and chaos. It was my first time ever trying a 3D epoxy river design, and it had to be ready for the Texas Woodworking Festival. No backup plan, no second slab, just me, the clock, and a crazy idea that almost broke us. But if it works, it's gonna be the wildest river table I ever made. Every now and then a slab comes along that just makes you stop and stare. This one was that slab. Straight from our buddy Greg Dahl, the burl hunter out in Oregon. It was massive, it was beautiful, and it was a mess. Voids, splits, pockets, basically every kind of wood drama you can imagine. Visually that's gold, but it also means extra work and zero room for mistakes on such a tight turnaround. Right out of the gate, this thing fought us. Flattening took forever. Every pass of the router just revealed more holes. It was like playing whack-a-mole, but with sawdust. Once we leveled it though, ooh la la, those swirls, that grain, pure eye candy. After that, I split the slab, played around with the layout, trimmed off the excess, and got it sized up for our booth. It had to fit that table perfectly. We wanted to try something new, a 3D river effect. Picture this, a dark metallic and silver base with a clear pour over the top so you can actually see down into it. Then pour the epoxy river when the table is upside down so the slab edges will cast shadows, like a rock cliff over deep water. Sounded awesome, and maybe a little terrifying, but hey, that's the fun part. That's what we do. We push the limits so you guys can follow along at home. So if you're enjoying the video, you can help us grow by hitting that subscribe button. Ring the bell. That lets you know every time we go live. And guys, we have a dang good time on our live shows. Now let's get back to the video. By midday, I had the form built, taped, and sealed. Time for that first pour. Added some deep black metallic with a touch of silver for movement. Those colors are Color Passion, Ebony Luster, and Pewter. I poured the black in, then swirled in just enough silver to give it life without muddying it up. The key here was don't over mix. Only about 3/4 of an inch deep. The plan was to come back later with a nice clear layer to give that 3D illusion. Next day, sealed the slabs with penetrating epoxy. And I should have done that earlier. Then came the clear pour, and man, that's when she came alive. The black base under the clear top looked like wood, like I burned it, whatever they call that Japanese effect. I'm not going to say it because I can never pronounce it. But the slabs looked like they were floating over an abyss. We filled the voids with a smoky black tinted epoxy, so hopefully I could still shine some light through in the end. By the end of day 2, this thing looked like molten glass. All right, quick pause, check this out. This whole river table you're watching, I'm running our brand new Woodshop Epoxy system. And folks, it's stupid easy. Penetrate to prep it, deep pour to fill it, flood coat to make it shine, boom. Pro results without overthinking it. If you want to see what this new lineup can do in your shop, hit the site to learn more. Now back to the fun. Next morning, I walk in. This slab is thirsty. It soaked up epoxy like a sponge. I swear this thing drank more epoxy than I do coffee. So I mixed a big batch of flood coat, and I just went for it. I filled every crack and void. No holding back now. I was happy I had enough material. And if you need help with that, guys, we've got Rob and the rest of the pro team. You can book a call. It's our white glove service. He's going to walk you through exactly how much you need. And also, bonus feature, you're going to get the best price you possibly can get. We have a tiered discount program. The more you buy, the more you save. Whether you're a DIYer or a pro, go check that out, book a call, and learn how you can save some serious money. All right, morning of day 4. We pulled it from the form and craters, tiny bubbles everywhere. Classic. That's what happens when epoxy soaks into the wood pores and air tries to escape out. Not ideal, but not my first rodeo, cowboy. Back to the wood shop. I planed it down using our slab jig, sanded it smooth, cleaned the edges, and gave it a nice routed profile. Then came the redemption pour. I poured another flood coat. Slow, steady, patient. And finally, it started to come alive again. That depth looked insane. Like the wood was floating over a black storm cloud about to strike lightning. All right, day 5, our moment of truth. By day 5, the festival was 3 days away, and I had one last coat to get right. I still found a few stubborn pin bubbles, sanded them out, mixed one last batch, and full scent. Then got on my knees and sent one upstairs. And boom! Perfection. The clarity, the reflection, the depth. That baby looked 10 inches deep, and every setback was well worth it. While that cured, I started a side project, a custom charcuterie board for my old high school's FFA program, using one of the cutoffs from this same slab. That video is coming soon, and I go deep into every new feature of the Woodshop Epoxy system. So if you're curious how that all works, you better subscribe. All right, 2 days left. I let it cure as long as I could. In a perfect world, I'd give it a lot more days, but deadlines don't care about perfect worlds. I cleaned up the drips, polished it up, and crossed my fingers it would survive the drive. On the ride to the festival, we passed by Circuit of Americas, and honestly, this one felt like a photo finish. One more mistake, and I would have missed the show, but the epoxy gods came through. Praise be. All right, let's introduce the team. We rolled into Austin, met up with the crew, and got our booth set up for the Texas Woodworking Festival. First up, Adam, Lazy Guy DIY. He's our brand manager and the guy who somehow keeps our chaos organized. If there's a plan, it's because Adam made one, and Kat definitely helped. And if there isn't, he's going to figure it out on the fly. He's a great guy and leader. Then there's Rob at Ginger Woodworks, our pro rep and all-around build anything guy. Seriously, this dude can turn a pile of scrap into a showpiece before you finish your lunch. Honestly, love working with this guy. Becca at Southern Pine Designs Co. She runs our social media, but really, she's the reason half of you see our stuff online. She's got an eye for what looks great and keeps us from posting too many pictures of sawdust piles and Big Mitch in shirtless overalls. And last but definitely not least, Scott at the Crafty Studio. He's been a long-time Stone Coat friend and the kind of guy who will drop everything to come help us out. He's basically epoxy family at this point. So we went to this festival to debut our brand new Woodshop Epoxy line. I ran a few demos, showed off the new epoxy, and met a ton of awesome folks. The best part, watching people walk up, see the table, and just go silent. They thought it was that Japanese wood burning technique down there. Nope, just our brand new epoxy pastes and our amazing Woodshop Epoxy. And that's exactly when you know all those long nights and the panic were worth it. If you caught us at the festival, thanks for saying hey. If not, check out our recent live stream where we built 4 woodworking projects at once. Absolute chaos, but so much fun. This table nearly broke us, but seeing it come to life, seeing people's reactions, that's what it's all about. Tell me in the comments what kind of river table we should tackle next. Wild colors, exotic wood, whatever you got, let us know. I'm Mitch with Stone Coat Countertops. Keep creating, and we'll see you on the next one. And don't forget, you got this.